Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the marketplace. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. Dude, what's up? It's your boy Duke back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and I got a super glitzy defense I'm about to show you guys today. This blitz is insane. It gets untouched, super fast pressure. The coverage is also very good, and it's super easy to set up. Any level of player can do this, and it works in any game mode, no matter what system you play on, current or next gen, Xbox or PlayStation. It will work on all of them. So let's get right into it. I want to take a look at the nickel normal formation. I really believe that this formation is super underrated. Not too many people use it, but I love it, and I like to use it out of the 4-6 playbook on defense. I posted 1 or 2 videos from this formation before, so if you want to check those out, look on back to my past videos, because you can add all these different defenses from nickel normal I've shown you guys together to create a really good defensive scheme. So with this defense, the coaching adjustments I'm going to use are auto flip on. Reason being is I always want the nickel corner lining up on the strong side of the offensive formation. So we'll show this against a few different ones, but like say they have a bunch of 3 receivers on one side, you always want the nickel corner over there. This formation, you're going to be using the weak side safety. So you always want your safeties to be good users. The linebackers are going to be blitzing. So yeah, I mean, you could put, if you want to, you could put safeties in the game there if you have a lot of good fast safeties. But because they're going to be blitzing, it's not as important. What's really important is that your D-line, your 2 ends are fast. So like here with the Seahawks, you can see we got Dunlap and Taylor. We're going to go ahead and check who the Seahawks got. Maybe we could put some faster people on. But I will tell you guys, they're going to be coming free untouched the majority of the time. So Dunlap's like 82 speed. Where's Taylor at? Taylor is 83. So, I mean, you know, it's fine. Brooks would actually be, you know, at 87. And this other guy right here, 86. That'd be better. And, ooh, we got a 90 speed guy. So, actually, you know what? We're going to make a few adjustments, for sure, to get those faster guys in. So, I actually want to put Muse, I believe his name was. And then we're going to put Taylor in too. Now, something you could do, especially after this latest AP update, is you could put your D tackles as inside stuffs to really make this defense hard to run on and force them to pass against it, which is going to be really challenging. So remember, I said auto flip on. The play we're going to look at is Tampa 2. Now, I will say, you know, obviously, like, yes, if you wanted to, you could adjust your zone drops for your flat zones on this defense. So because we're bringing because we're bringing fast pressure, something I would do typically if I'm running this defense is basically I know that they're really not going to have time to hit me with deep routes because I'm going to get such fast pressure. So I might just leave the flats on default and shade down for hard flats. Now I will break down some coverage adjustments you could do in a second here. I want to go over the heat first. Another thing you could do before I get into the heat is you could put your flats on 30 and your curl flats on 5 if you wanted to do a double Mabel. But anyways, this defense is super easy to set up. Before I do tell you to set up, I do want to remind you guys, I do free Madden 22 videos on my YouTube channel on a daily basis from tips, gameplays, and news. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, drop a like. If we can get to 350 likes on this video, I'll post another fire defense from the nickel normal. Remember, I like to run it out of the 4-6 playbook. So, first thing I'm going to do, oh yeah, make sure to comment and turn in the notifications on too. That helps me out a lot as well. But first thing I'm going to do is pinch my defense. I'm going to do that by hitting either RB or R1 and down on the left stick. That's going to bring my defensive line in and my linebackers. And also your corners are going to press up. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slant my defensive line inside. To do that, I hit left on the D-pad and down on the right analog stick. I like this because the angles go a little bit more inward, which is going to allow them to get to the quarterback faster. And like I said, I always control the weak side safety. And what I mean by that is basically the safety on the side of the field with the least offensive threats. So against a formation like bunch, you have 1 receiver on one side, 3 on the other. Obviously, I'm going to use the safety on the side of the 1 receiver. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blitz. The final thing I'm going to do is blitz all of my linebackers. So I'm going to hit to the right on the D-pad and down on the right stick. So I'm going to send 6 here. You guys might be thinking like that's a lot to send. And, I mean, it can be, but with the heat we're getting so fast, they're not going to have much time to do anything. So that's why I don't mind doing this. Now, we do like to take our safety up in the box, put him over the tackle by the running back and on a blitz angle. So, like, obviously in cover 2, if there's a one receiver in a flat zone, if he goes deep, that could be a touchdown. So obviously I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I like to man this guy up. Therefore, I don't even have to worry about him. I could shade however I want, over, top, inside, whatever I want to do, or a combination of both. It just depends upon what routes they're hitting me with. Now, when I do this, like I said, there's more coverage adjustments you could do. Like you could take away the middle of the field by putting your opposite safety in an inside third. You could leave the vert hook. You could man the vert hook up if you're expecting maybe like a seam route or a crossing route, whatever. But really, as your user, you have two responsibilities here. First of all, if you see the running back or anyone heading to the flat on the left side of the screen, or on the running back side, I should say, that's your job. If the running back goes out on a route, you immediately peel off and guard him. If he stays in the block, you basically run up and touch the tackle for a split second and drop back in coverage. Now, if nobody's hitting the flat, that's when I look to the middle of the field, because I know that if no one's on the flat on the left, I have the flat on the right covered. Really, all that can beat me is the middle. So like a post, a slant, a crossing route, things of that nature. So you kind of got to be cognizant of your adjustments and know your adjustments you did. And then once the play starts, see the routes, see what could beat you, and that's what you user. Basically, if you take the first read or two at the most away, they're going to get sacked. So here, let's just show you if they don't block the running back. So like I said, if they don't block the running back, you got to go guard him. So one other thing I do is I pass commit. I do this a lot because I don't think pass commit really matters too much against the run this year, but it does affect the pass a lot. It's helpful. So make sure you do that too. But here you see the running back go out. So I'm just going to go guard him, and I get 2 people free. If you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have eBooks, offensive and defensive schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere. So these guys, you guys could see as fast as they were, and that's why you want speed at the defensive end spot. You know, we were in the backfield before they could make, more than maybe their first read. I mean, look, the guy running the in route barely even began to cut inside before they were getting sacked. The corner, like I said, the corner route didn't even break, so it can't even get open. So that's why it's really just quick flats and quick routes over the middle of the field. Otherwise, you're getting sacked. You guys can see here. I mean, there was nothing they could do. And that's why, like I said, sure, you could put your flat zones on 30 and put your curl flats on 5 and do something like this. But to me, I don't even really feel like that's necessary because the way that the pressure gets here so fast, there's no way they're going to have time for all of that unless they just block their whole team. Now, anyways, let's go ahead and do this again. I'm going to come out in Tampa too. And we're going to start to show it against extra blockers. Because, of course, people in bunch especially, they love blocking the tight end more than anything else because, people in bunch assume that if you block the tight end, they're going to, have enough time to get their routes off because blocking the tight end does a great job against a lot of blitzes. But not this one. So, again, we just pinch our defense, crash our defensive line or slant them to the inside, blitz all of our linebackers, and blitz our user over the tackle on the running back side. And, it might sound like a lot, but you guys can see, I did that in a split second. Super easy to do. I'm going to pass commit, and at that point, it's just whatever coverage adjustments I want. If I think that maybe they'd run a crossing route, I could easily just man the crossing route up, and then I don't have to worry about it as much. And at this point, like I said, it's all about watching for the running back maybe out of the backfield, just those types of things. But here's my adjustments right here. You can adjust the coverage however you want. I just like to cover 2 base because it makes it simple to take away a lot of stuff, that might, normally be a problem. Now here, they're blocking the tight end and sending the running back out on an out route, a pretty common, adjustment people will do. So you're going to see that, if we see the tight end block, bam, then we guard the running back, and we still get that guy coming free for a sack. Sometimes you'll get the gap pressure from the linebackers, sometimes you'll get the edge pressure. The bottom line is somebody is coming in, and they're not going to have time for the routes to develop. Now, also, if they block the running back, that's not going to make any difference whatsoever. We could come back out in a play that keeps the running back in, and the tight end's more important. block the running back, and you'll see that won't matter. So again, we press and pinch our defense. We pinch our defense, and that presses them also. And to do that again, it's either RB or R1, and then down on the left stick. You slant your defense line, crash them, whatever you want to call it, to the inside, which again is down on the right stick. Blitz off your linebackers, and basically just stand over the tackle, pass commit. Now guys, if the running back does happen to stay in the block, as he's going to here, make sure that you take a step forward, hit the tackle, and that's going to allow 2 people to come free, so the linebacker doesn't really know, or I'm sorry, the running back doesn't really know who to block, and you're able to get that untouched pressure. Now, that time we hit the guard, it's okay. Whatever old lineman goes to pick you up, just hit him for a split second. We're not actually rushing, but then after that split second, we drop back to guard whatever I see coming open. In this case, it was that breaking in route. As you guys can see, you got 2 people free. One up the gap, one off the edge. Running back can't take both. Easy sack. Now, you guys can see that this defense is very usable, adjustable, gets good pressure, stops the pass. The reason why I said you want the inside stuffs is to make it very hard to run on too. At that point, it could stop anything. So again, it's Tampa 2, and we'll move on. Let's look at a different formation. Let's look at the tray. So this formation is a bit different, guys. Against this formation, you have 3 receivers spread to the left. Again, pretty easy to adjust from, because if we pinch our defense, go ahead, slant our defense line inside, blitz our linebackers, you'll see that we have the tight end and the running back on one side, 3 receivers on the other. So obviously I don't want to worry about that side, 3 receivers. So I'm going to go over here with this safety and, stand over this lineman. So at this point, again, my responsibility is, depending upon what I do here, it could be a whole lot of different things. So if I just left it stock, I have a flat, right? So if I saw someone going up the right seam, that would be my job. If I saw a deep crosser or a post coming to the right side of the screen, that would be my job. Leaving it like this could be risky. Something you could do to make it a little bit easier on yourself is turn this into a 3 deep by basically putting both of the outside corners into thirds, the deep safety into an inside third as well, and then you could either have the hook zone or the flat on the slot. And at this point, what you're responsible for is, if you saw a flat going to the right, you would either need to bait that or then go back to the middle of the field for a potential crossing route. Again, you are leaving area of the field open, but you just have to know that by taking away the first read in a defense like this, they're not going to have time for much more past that. So it's kind of like a high risk, high reward. Sure, they might have a few plays where they're able to dot you and guess right, but all it takes is for them to guess wrong one time, because remember, we are getting very fast pressure. They guess wrong one time, and they could throw a pick, get a sack fumble, and it's the type of defense that creates turnovers. So that's the way I like to play defense personally. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely like to try to force pressure. So you guys can see here, I saw the quick flat to the right, so I went to go and guard it myself, and that's what I mean. If they just want to send a whole bunch of routes out and try to attack this blitz, there's going to be such fast pressure. If the first read isn't there, they're sacked. And again, even if they keep someone extra protector in to try to slow down the pressure, we still get pressure, and then they have less routes that can even get open in the first place. So that's why I really, really do like this defense. It's easy to adjust from, and it's super, super effective. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, what if they run a spread formation to where, there's 2 receivers on each side, and it's a little dangerous which one, you want to, which safety to use, or this could be a little bit more of a dangerous type of defense to use, right? And yes, that is true. And that's why, in that case, I would just go all-out man and run Overstorm Brave against formations that are spread out with, equal receivers on each side of the field. Because it's harder to play zone against that. Cover 2 is very easy to adjust from against, receiver formations 3 on one side, the trips and the bunch. But when we're in a 2x2 spread out, if we're going to blitz heavy like that, it gets harder. So I actually broke this blitz down earlier in the year, but all you do out of Overstorm Brave is just pinch your defense and then get on the guy guarding the running back and stand on his side of the screen. So, basically here, if the running back went out on a route, we guard him. If they block him, we just, again, hit that tackle, and, we're going to get multiple guys free, so it's, it's free pressure. Pinch your defense, and, you just pass them and watch for the running back, basically. If the running back goes out on a route, that's your job. If he doesn't, you can basically just do whatever you need to do over the middle of the field after you hit that O-lineman. So I hope you guys enjoyed this blitzing defense. Really, really like nickel normal. Feel it's underrated. Again, I like running out the 4-6 playbook on defense. Has the 3-5 wide, 3-5 normal, dollar. Very, very solid defensive playbook, especially with the wide. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.